to the S.Dot Show.
Oops.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the S.Dot Show.
All right.
And introducing your host, S.Dot. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the S.Dot Show.
What is going on? We are back. Sonny Stacks, what's up, my man? Thank you for being in the house. That's the man, ladies and gentlemen. That is the man. Sonny Stacks, his name says it all, baby.
Not much, my friend. Thank you for the nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I'd like to thank
one
our
more
fans
round of
in the
applause
studio.
for the great Sonny
Thank you very
Stacks.
much. Thank you very much. And you know what? Hey, listen, we can't forget the man onto the show to do this spot with him. The man, of course, Mr. S. Dot himself.
Yes.
Sid Vicious, come on, everybody.
An applaud for
Yes,
me,
sir.
an applaud for me. That's what's up. That's
Yes,
what's up.
sir. Yes, sir.
How's your day been going, cuz?
Good, man. How about you, cuz? What'd you do today?
I woke up. I went to Timmy's. I got a nice coffee and a breakfast wrap sandwich.
Yes,
Then
sir.
I went and hit the gym for about an hour and a half,
Yes, sir.
trying to work off these rolls, these
Yes, sir.
Twinkie rolls I got. Other than that, came home, cleaned the house like a psychopath because my mom demanded it.
Yeah, of course.
Other than that, helped her cook a meal, chilled out. That's about it, man. Went and met up with my one buddy for a little bit.
Yeah,
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
absolutely.
How was your day going?
My day has been okay. Man. Today was actually, I don't know. I'm just, personally, I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine.
We can't
I've
complain.
just been bothered by a few things that are going on that I've been hearing, man, in the media and stuff like that. And I really feel bad for an individual, man. That we'll talk about him shortly.
Well, that's what this is all about, bro. Let's get into it right now, man. What vent, bro? This is what this show is. Get it off your chest.
Absolutely. You know, yeah. I mean, would you like me to start with my problem?
Yes.
My first problem is, listen, man, is I'm disappointed in the media. I'm disappointed in journalists. I'm disappointed in anchors. I'm disappointed in reporters. I'm disappointed in everybody that has anything to do, that calls themselves a real journalist, you know? Because journalism right now is taking a hit. It's taking a hit real bad because it's no longer free speech.
All right.
Right now, there's a guy named Julian Assange, the creator, one of the guys from WikiLeaks. You know WikiLeaks?
Yes, I know all about it.
You know WikiLeaks and Julian Assange. Yes.
They tell the truth, right? Aren't they people that are credible?
They tell the truth, and they're like, you know what? Let's put it all out. Everybody knows this. The guy's a hacker. He works with hackers, and he released all that information. Remember that video, that black and white video of those helicopters shooting those innocent people in Iraq and in Afghanistan? Have you seen that?
What's this guy's name again? What's his name again?
Julian Assange. Check him
Julian
out right now,
Assange.
man. You know who I'm talking about. I know. I'm sure you do.
Let me
This
pull him
poor
up.
guy, he was stuck in asylum. He was stuck living in an ambassador, the Venezuelan ambassador's house. I believe
he's
it was.
a journalist, right?
That's right.
He's an Australian editor. He's a publisher and an activist who founded
That's
WikiLeaks in 2006.
That's right. This guy here, I'm telling you, and for the past, I don't know how many years now, he's being punished for being a journalist.
So this is the right here. This is the Wikipedia. Let me pull this up so you guys can see this.
Yes, please.
So this is just what it says on the Wikipedia. Julian Paul Assange.
Wait, yes, sir. ASSA, yeah, whatever it is.
So he's an Australian editor, publisher, and activist who founded WikiLeaks in 2006. WikiLeaks came to international attention in 2010 when it published a series of leaks provided by the U.S. Army intelligence analyst Chelsea Manning. These leaks included the Baghdad airstrike, collateral murder video, the Afghanistan war logs, the Iraq war logs, a bunch of stuff.
Like 50,000 documents, 50,000 of war crimes, all war crimes.
It says here The United States government launched a criminal investigation into
Yeah.
WikiLeaks. Why? Why?
No, because he because of that. Because of that. Because he released the documents on he gave them to a couple of news outlets. He had a deal with one of them, I believe was the Guardian, which has got no spine, by the way.
So this is
And
basically another guy like Edward Snowden that
yes,
exposed them, and then they want.
they want both of them so bad. They're trying to extradite both of them, but the poor guy, they got him. They Assange got arrested.
Right.
At first, he was I can't remember what. It should tell you there. He was stuck in one of the ambassadors' house. I think El Salvador or Venezuela, something like that. I'm gonna check it out right now, but I just feel so bad for this man
Right. I would too.
because he is a journalist, and he did something I believe I believe was very heroic, man. He released documents. He released documents of innocence. They
So
wanted to cover it up. They were innocently killing civilians in Iraq and Afghanistan. They were firing on people that had no weapons. Just because you had a bag over your shoulder,
right.
they would sit there and say, "Oh, he's got something, blah blah. I think he's carrying an AK-47." Oh, I wish you got to watch the video, man. You
Okay.
have
So
to
it
watch.
says here, in November 2010, Sweden issued an international arrest warrant for Assange over allegations of sexual assault.
Yep.
He
Yeah.
denied the allegations and said they were
Yeah.
a pretext for him to be extradited from Sweden to the U.S. because of
Absolutely.
his role in publishing
Absolutely.
secret American documents. So because he
Absolutely.
exposed them,
That's
here comes all of a
right.
sudden the women. He touched
That's right.
me.
They're doing everything. They're
Yeah.
trying to frame him
Boy,
for
does this
sex
sound familiar.
sex with a minor. They're trying to frame him for treason. They're trying to get him for everything. Yeah, haram, what they're doing to the guy. I'm telling you, they've destroyed his life.
Hmm.
He can't go anywhere. He gets stalked and surveilled. Like he can't leave wherever he is. He was in the Venezuelan ambassador's house. I'm gonna see exactly where he was, which house he was in, but he was in the ambassador's house for I don't know how many years, holed up in there,
Hmm.
and finally, um,
So he was.
finally they said, you know what, they had too much pressure on them from the U.S.
Yeah.
And then they said, no, you have to find another place to go. Yeah, haram. Where else is he gonna
So
go?
he was granted asylum by Ecuador on the grounds of political persecution, with
Right?
the
Okay, you got
presumption
it
that
there.
if he
Good,
was
good, good.
extradited to Sweden, he would be eventually extradited to the U.S. Man,
Say again.
so he was
He
granted
was in
asylum
Ecuador.
by
Yeah.
Ecuador on the grounds of political persecution, with the
Yeah.
presumption that if he was extradited to Sweden, he would be eventually extradited to the U.S. So
Right.
basically, what
Okay.
they're saying is that he was granted asylum by Ecuador, but he had to agree to some things. And what it basically is eventually he'll be extradited back to the U.S., I guess is what it says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh
You
yeah,
know,
they're trying to. They are trying to. That's the last thing he wants to do.
man,
He's trying to fight it tooth and nail to go to the U.S. He's trying every. But I cannot believe. Have you heard anything about it on the news in the last month or so?
bro, come on. You know the media, man. They won't.
Have you?
No, nothing
That's
at all.
embarrassing. You know what? And that good. I hope this happens. It's gonna happen to them. The media and freedom of speech, and what they think they got freedom. If they don't help this guy out, if they don't help this guy and start opening their mouths and covering his story and covering his court, well, where are they all? Where are they all, man?
All right.
His court thing's been going on for a month. I haven't heard a thing.
Man, they
What
need.
an embarrassment! What an
They,
embarrassment to their field, man. What an embarrassment to their career. Your careers mean nothing. All you journalists, your careers are going to mean nothing because you're bowing down. You're bowing down to bullies in the government.
well, some
You
of them
call
have no
yourself
choice, bro.
supporters? Sorry, cuz go
There
ahead.
there needs to be better like laws to protect whistleblowers, man. There can't be, if you expose something that's going on that's obviously illegal and like out of this world. These guys can't be worried about they're gonna lock me up for the rest of my life. They're gonna ruin my life. They're gonna erase my history. They're gonna threaten my family. I'm gonna have to live and hide for the rest of my life and look over my shoulder every time I walk down the street. Edward Snowden, man, look what that guy did.
I
Look
know.
what's been going on with him for the last 10 years. And then
He's
finally,
lucky. He's lucky,
recently,
man.
the courts ruled what the American government was doing was illegal.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, a ninth court, the ninth appeals court. And the good thing about it, it wasn't one judge; it was a group of judges.
If it wasn't for him
That's what was good
escaping,
about that decision.
if it
That
wasn't
it
for
was.
him escaping and making it to Russia and seeking asylum there, he'd be in jail for the rest of his life.
Mhm.
And they would have swept this under
Oh
the
my God,
rug.
he's looking at, if they get him back here somehow, he's looking at over 125 years in jail. They
Who's
said.
Snowden, right?
Yeah,
But bro, they just ruled what they did was illegal. So
right.
there's
I
no
know,
way
but
that makes sense, man.
that was an appeals court, but
Right.
they still will not drop the charges. Do you understand?
Right.
They got, man, you got local, you got city charges, municipal, provincial, and federal, just like you do here, right?
Well, you know what, man?
So,
Any sane person with a brain, I hope these judges have a brain and have any decency, man, because what he did was he exposed
yeah,
corrupt
absolutely.
people. He
He
exposed corrupt
exposed
people.
something. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I can't believe it. I mean, so what do you think about this Assange guy, this Julian Assange?
Julian,
You should see him now, cuz he's got, yeah, I mean, honestly,
Trump
he looks
likes
like a
him, eh?
homeless person.
Trump likes
He like,
WikiLeaks. He loves them.
who?
Trump, doesn't Donald Trump
WikiLeaks?
love WikiLeaks? Yeah, doesn't he?
No, man. They won't know. He does. He doesn't like WikiLeaks. He talks like he won't drop any of the charges. He won't help the guy out. Nothing. He doesn't. He wants to nail whistleblowers, man. They all say they want to
Why is
give
your hold on
whistleblowers
a
a
sec,
way
bro?
out,
Your
but no.
camera keeps moving all over the place.
Yeah, I know because this thing here. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, this. I mean, it's, you see, Edward Snowden. He's okay. He's in Russia. He's got his own condo. He's got some freedom, right? He can come and go
yeah,
anywhere he wants.
yeah.
This poor guy Assange, he can't leave the place, the house he's in,
That's not right,
because
man.
it's considered like it's a diplomatic territory. It's considered territory of the country that's has. So if it's a Canadian embassy, it's considered Canadian property, right?
Right.
So their laws don't apply there.
So
But
what exactly let's get into this a little more detail. What exactly did he expose? How did he go about it? What is it exactly?
okay,
What you
okay.
know anyways.
And when I know he was okay. Well, of recently, he was of recent. Well, okay. First of all, not including the pages that he got from, I believe it was this private Chelsea, a guy named Private Chris Manning at the time, I think his name was,
Okay.
and her name is now Chelsea Manning because she changed. She's what do you call it? Um, Say it with me, man.
I don't know what words you're looking for.
Trans.
She's trans. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, her name is now Chelsea Manning. She was a military. She was an officer. She was a private in the military.
Hmm.
She was able to get him
He she.
was able to get him 50,000 documents,
Right.
showing, and video showing all the war crimes they had committed.
Hmm.
They were in this one video. You got to see the one video. You watch it on YouTube. You can pull it up. You can pull up the Julian Assange Manning video, black and white video of a helicopter firing on innocent civilians.
Yeah.
WikiLeaks. Just put the WikiLeaks video of Black Hawk or a helicopter firing on civilians, and
Okay.
it shows them firing on civilians in Iraq,
Hmm.
and then it fired on a van that was coming out, right? So it saw a group of guys, 7 guys, walking across the street. Now this is, try and picture that video, right?
Right.
The video from a helicopter. You know how it's really grainy and it's got
Yeah.
like the cross mark in the thing, and it has. So you're watching it in black and white, and they're talking to each other, right? The home headquarters and the black and the helicopter, and he's telling them what's going on. Yeah, there's a group of them walking, then you hear, okay, yep. Well, I think at least 2 of them there got AKs on their shoulders. Roger that. And then he's okay. I think there's a van parked behind the alleyway there, and yeah, well, they look like militants, don't they? Oh, yes, they do. Okay,
Hmm.
am I allowed to fire? Can I fire? Do I gotta go?
Hmm.
So, anyways, he gives them a go. He starts firing on them. and they all just scattered. I don't know. All of them are on the ground. Like I don't know how many of them. I think they all died, anyways. But the bottom line is, they kept. There was a van pulling out also of this driveway, and they fired on the van. It turned out in that van, there were two small children and a woman and a family. They were taking their kids to school. And these none of these people were militants, or they were just people that lived in their village.
Casualties of war.
It's like our village, man. It's like if somebody was pulling out of the driveway in our village, goes. Yeah. It was horrible, man.
That's disgusting, man. That's disgusting. These guys should. What do you want me to say, man?
No,
these
but
guys
they're
should
not.
be.
They can't be found guilty, right? They're the gov. They're. Everybody's forgetting that these were war crimes that the Americans committed. The Americans and the British.
Right.
Everybody's forgotten that. That's what those were. They were war crimes.
Yeah.
This guy presented, but it's all turned on Assange. Where are all the reporters, man? Where are all the journalists?
Bro, they're probably scared. They're scared to cover it. They don't want to be blackballed. They don't want stuff to start happening to them. You know just as well as me, man. These guys can damage your life.
Of course they can.
They know how to keep people quiet, bro. It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. Some of the things that some people get away with, man, is just not right, number one. And number two, people need to start speaking up. And you know what? People are speaking up, but they get censored. It's not that. They get censored, bro. Point simple. They get censored.
Yeah, but what do people do when they speak up? What's speaking up do?
It informs people, lets people know what's going on. There's power in numbers, bro. They know this. That's why they want to keep stuff hidden. They want to keep stuff under the table. They don't want, and then conspiracies, right? They sprinkle in some bull crap with the truth, make everybody think whatever. You know how it works, bro. You know how it works.
Yeah, of course. It's no, man. I was hearing about that earlier, and I think what an embarrassment.
That's disgusting.
What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment to his profession. Like he must be so let down that very few reporters or people from the media are even covering the story, his trial. Very few of them. It's gross. It's disgusting. You think it'd be all over the place.
You'd think it would be all over the place. Just like that one guy that worked for CNN back in 2004. He was the first I forget what his name is. He came out on CNN exposing the New World Order, the North American Union, how they want to chip people, the RFID tracking device. He was speaking about how they want to introduce this money called the Amero. And you know what happened as soon as that aired? The next day, bro, he was threatened to be fired if he ever brought it up.
Who was that?
I forget what his name was. He was a guy that worked for CNN. He was one of the guys that did the news. I forget what his name was. It was the older gentleman.
Find out who it is.
I forget. It's in the video. We'd have to watch the video of the RFID thing, and then you can see him. But anyways, point is, he spoke about it. It aired on live TV.
Yeah,
the next day.
I'd love to see who that was. Yeah, what happened?
The next day, they basically pulled him aside, told him, don't ever mention it again. You ever bring this up again, you'll be fired. And being fired would be the least of your worries, buddy. They wanted everything to be kept quiet, bro. And they still want everything to be kept quiet, right?
Yeah.
All these guys in high power places that control the magazines, the blogs and stuff. These guys all have meetings, bro. They all attend meetings. They're told stuff to stay away from. Ignore this. Do not publish this. Make sure if any of your staff are, writing anything up on this, don't let it happen. This stuff happens. You know what? I want to show you that video. That RFID tracking device.
I'm trying to find it right now.
I'll show you it. Trust me, I'll find it and I'll show you it. But yeah, you know what? Actually, that's one thing I want to get into too. This whole North American Union, New World Order thing. And in that story, you mentioned trans, how that person was a trans, right? You want to hear something funny about trans that I was reading recently? So people are getting charged in court, criminal court, and a lot of people, you know what a lot of guys are doing? They're saying that they're trans, even though they're not. They're saying that I identify as a woman. So when they get sentenced, they ask to be sent to women prisons. And it's been going on in Canada. You don't see this stuff. It's online. You can find articles. Yeah. So guys are pleading guilty or whatever and saying, "Oh, I'm a woman now, but you gotta send me to a woman's jail." Do you believe this? If I ever get caught up, bro, I'm telling them I'm trans. Send me to a woman. I want a woman roommate too, bro.
Give them equal rights now, you sons of
Isn't
you
that
sons of
crazy?
bitches. Good, it's
Isn't
backfired.
come on, bro? How
Oh
nutty is
my
that?
God! You know what, man? Honest to God, I'm getting a kick out of this. I love this country. I love my country. I love Canada. I do love Canada. But Canada's become such a joke in my adult years. It really has.
Well,
Honest to God, you know how much it's in my mind to pick up and just get the hell out of here and go back home.
yeah, I hear you.
It really is, man. Because I want my freedom back, man.
I hear
I don't
you.
have my freedom anymore, so I don't.
It seems like it's getting worse and
I don't
worse.
have it, man. I'm just waiting, I swear, until my kids are done school, Sid, and
Yeah.
I'm done. Sid, I'm getting the hell out of here, Sid. I'm done. I am done.
Well, there's like
That's
there's pros and cons,
come
man.
with me,
Because
man. I'm telling you, come with me, bro. We'll do the show from there, man. I'm telling you,
see,
I'm done with this place,
bro,
man. A
there's
couple more
pros and
years.
cons of like this living here. Like we got freedom, we were allowed to do, but then
No, you know
when they
what?
allow
No,
something, hold on a sec. When they allow something, it's like a double. But yeah, like it's a double-edged
advantage of,
sword, bro.
advantage of what?
The like the lesbian, gays, the LGBTQ. You know, now guys are saying, "Oh no, I'm trans, so I want to go to a women's prison," and they know it's
They're,
not
they're
violent.
idiots. Good. It looks good on them.
So it's like a double-edged sword. It's biting them in the
It
ass
looks
now,
good
right?
on this our idiot government. It looks good on them all.
Yeah.
It looks good for them. It looks good on them all. Let them figure that one out. How you gonna deal with that one, people? Come on, MPs, deal with that one.
I
What
don't
are you
know.
gonna do now?
It's ridiculous, man.
Hey,
It's
how many
ridiculous.
sausages you gonna let in the girl camp?
Bro, they're already talking about making like gender neutral bathrooms where guys and girls are both going to be in the same washroom.
You know what? That's you know what? Allows videos to if they really wanted to, in terms of videos. You think anybody would see a video like that in their life if they had things in place to prevent them? But the problem is once you allow one thing, you have to allow the other.
Hmm.
Once you allow equal rights for women, you must allow equal rights for homosexual men and for men and for women and for bi and for transgender. And then if it doesn't matter, it's said, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. If a guy gets convicted and he's transgender and they have to put him, they can't put him in a male prison. If he identifies as a woman, in all rights, they
Yeah.
have to put him in a female prison.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, this is a box of worms they opened up.
All right.
Nobody opened it up except for them, cuz that's it. They did
All
this.
right.
They allowed this.
All
They
right.
allowed things to get the way they are. You know what I mean?
All right.
It's insane, man. It doesn't matter. This have you watched The Social Dilemma yet?
Bro, your camera's going up and
I
down.
know that the thing is I don't know what the hell is under here. Have you what was I gonna say? Have you watched The Social Dilemma?
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay, it's on Netflix. You have Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay. It's called The Social Dilemma.
I'll give it a watch.
Please watch it.
I'll give it a watch.
Watch it.
Another thing I wanted to mention to you.
Yes, my friend.
Here in Ontario, did you hear this
Yeah.
one?
Okay.
Last call is going to be changed from, what is it right now? 2 o'clock, 1 a.m.?
2 o'clock in the morning.
It's changing to 11 p.m. And then
Good.
you're going to only be allowed to drink up until 12 and that's it.
Good.
You think that's a good
Good.
thing?
I think it is a good thing.
Yeah.
I think it is a good thing.
I think it's going to kill the
Honestly,
nightlife. Everybody
you know
used to
what?
go out at around 10, get there
You know
around 10,
what? So now
11.
everybody can go out at around. You know what? When it was 2 in the morning,
Right.
I used to go out. We used to go out around midnight.
Right. Yeah, same here. Yeah.
I swear to God.
Go at night. Yeah.
Midnight.
Catch an hour or
Midnight,
two.
12:30. That's right. Ask your bro. This is what we used to go. We used to go just to catch,
Yeah.
catch a couple hours, and that's all we needed to go in there, have a couple drinks, schmooze a little bit with a couple of ladies, and then,
Yeah.
on your way out. But I'm telling you, man, I think it has. We have to correct the mistakes of the last 30 years, 40 years.
Hmm.
They have to correct them because we've given certain things, we've given too much leeway and too much rope to certain areas,
Right.
certain subjects, certain groups
I
of
think a lot of
people.
people are going to be ticked off over it being 11. They're going to be like, "Oh man, I can just picture it right now. People are already probably freaking out.
Oh,
11
sure, the
o'clock.
bar owner, but you know what? It used to be that way back in the 70s.
Yeah,
In the 70s and the 60s, it was only like 10 or 11 o'clock they could open till.
yeah.
And then they extended it till 12, and then 1, and then
Maybe
2.
they don't want people out at later. They want to
No,
clear
man,
it
you know
up, or
what? And you know what? Listen, and nothing policing. Another thing we have to talk about is policing one of these days.
yeah,
Is is the crime level in North America has been going down incredibly.
yeah,
It's crime is down like, oh my God, overall in the last 20 years, they said, since year 2000,
yeah.
crime is down like an average of 83% or something like that in Canada, in the US. Right? They just, it's like the averages are about the same number. They're not that far off, right?
All right.
And and this is another thing. So why are police budgets, why have they doubled, tripled, quadrupled? You know, London, Ontario's police budget in the year 2000 was
Well, bro, are you one of those guys that think they should defund the police?
no, I think they
I
should.
don't.
No,
They
no, no,
need
no.
more
Listen,
money, bro. They
listen.
need
I'm going to
better
tell you something.
training. They need
I
better
think they should
equipment.
roll back. I think they should roll things back. Roll things back to when the police wore a simple old uniform and they used to walk through our neighborhoods and talk to the kids in the
Yes,
neighborhood.
they need
You know
to
what? Don't
establish that
walk in looking
connection.
like a don't walk in looking like a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
honestly,
what
man.
they do, bro, is it's cops from that aren't even from this city half the time, or they're from a different end, and they send them to areas they're not familiar with, people they
Yeah,
don't know, and they're
yeah,
just right. It's
yeah.
like they're just looking for trouble, looking for who can I arrest today, right? You see little kids fighting. There's alternatives to putting them in jail, ruining their life. Like it depends what happens, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know. If anything, I think they need more money. Spend it wisely. I don't think they need to be sending the police to deal with a lot of these mental health situations. I was just
They
reading
need to
something the other
have each
day.
cop
Listen to
needs to
this. I
have
was
a
reading something the
social
other
worker with.
day. A kid that was only 14 years old, they called the police because he was having mental health issues, and the kid was fighting with the cops. Or the cops shot him. They shot the kid because he was freaking out.
What?
God knows what he took or what was going on. They called the police because a mother called the police because her son was getting out of hand. He has mental health issues, and the cops ended up shooting him, bro. And he's only 14 years old.
Wow.
Like you can't have outcomes like that. You get what I'm trying to say? They need to like send trained people that are going to be dealing with people that have mental health issues, not a cop that doesn't give a crap, right? He's just there to do the job. You get what I'm trying to say?
It's insane. I mean, it's all insane, man. It's just crazy. Police budget between year 2000 and 2020. No, I mean, it's just, I'm telling you right now, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's actually, I think it's doubled
Well,
or
bro,
at least doubled.
everything's justified. Everything that they spend, there's a purpose for it, right? Of course, some stuff goes under the
Hey,
table. Of
listen, do
course,
you
there's
know London
crooks.
has the most cops in our size city per capita
Hmm.
in the country?
Oh, I didn't
London?
know that. I didn't know that.
London has the most cops and the highest paid cops
Hmm.
for a city our size.
But hey, man, they should be paid good, bro. The amount of bullcrap they got to put up with, they're the people
Yeah,
we
no, no, no,
depend
no.
on,
Listen, they should be paid good, but let me ask you something.
right?
Do you think they should be paid as good as a GP, a general practitioner, a doctor?
I don't know. I think they should be paid good, man. They risk their
I think
life,
they
bro.
should
They
be paid
risk their
good,
life. Two
but guess
different
what?
professions. They're both very important. If anything, a cop's is a lot more dangerous than being a doctor.
Absolutely, but you know
Yeah.
what? To be a doctor, you got to go to school for 10 years.
Right. And cops, they're just, you get a year or
And
two
yeah,
and they're hiring
ex-
anybody, is what you're basically trying to say.
yeah, exactly. I
So they
mean,
need a
come
better
on, man.
system, bro. They need to
They
weed
they
out the
know the job
people.
they're getting into, cuz they know the job they're taking,
Hmm.
and I don't disagree. I think they should be paid well,
Hmm.
but there needs to be better oversight. better oversight in terms, and there needs to be accountability.
Mm-hmm.
They need to all wear body cams.
Right. They should
They
have
need to all
implemented
wear.
that a long time ago. I don't know why it's taken this long.
It's okay. They need to, because they're fighting it. They don't want body
Yeah, I
cams.
wonder why. I
You
think
know what?
anybody that says they don't want it should be fired. Why
Yeah, I
not?
mean, like, come on.
Why
They need
not?
to be trained. They need to train social workers or mental health workers to go out with a cop.
Right.
Okay, like a guy who's having a nervous breakdown and smashing all his furniture
That's
in
what
his
I was
house.
saying. Yeah.
Last thing he wants to see is a goddamn stormtrooper standing outside with a gun pointed at his head,
Yeah.
because then he starts freaking out more.
Yeah. Because they're trained to
He doesn't
respond a
want,
certain way and to
you know,
use
he
certain.
wants to hear, like, maybe, hey, Michael, this is Vanessa. I'm a mental health worker with the Canadian Mental Health Association, and I'm here. I got no weapons. I just want you to know you're not in trouble. I just need you to come down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How better would that be if you heard a
That's what I was
female voice?
mentioning like 10 minutes ago. I was saying like they
Yeah,
can't be
a
sending
female
if they're
voice, you know.
violent. Okay, I get it. But if they're just having like a mental breakdown or something, it's not the cop's job. It shouldn't be the police's job. They should send, health workers, mental health workers. Trust me, when a guy that's in having a mental episode or whatever, when he sees a cop, his brain is going to act differently than if he would see, say a nurse or something like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know. I just think they need better training. Number one,
yeah.
better training,
Their
hundred
their
percent,
training hasn't changed
and they
in
need to weed out the
years.
bad apples because there's too many bad apples, man. Too
Oh
many,
yeah.
too
You
many,
know what?
bro.
And they got to stop this war on drugs, man.
Right?
Well, the war on drugs is
Yeah.
inflating
Look what
its
it's done.
budgets,
Yeah.
and it's killing people. I mean, come on. Our cops look like military stormtroopers, man. They
Right.
don't look like nice, friendly cops anymore.
Do you believe it, bro? That like, thank God it's legal now. Marijuana is legal now. People were actually going to jail, being put
Oh,
in
I know.
jail with
Same people are
murderers,
still in jail, man. People are
rapists,
still in jail
over
for
having
murderers and rape.
2 grams of weed, 3 grams
I
of weed.
know.
Here, spend the night with this guy that strangled someone to death that isn't getting out for the next 15, 20 years. Oh, you got a little joint? You wanted to smoke a little joint? Here, come. We got a nice cold cell for you, buddy, and we're gonna charge you, give you a
Yeah,
criminal record to prevent you from
yeah,
getting a job later on in the future.
yeah,
And we all know what the stigma that comes with having a criminal record, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I know.
Stupid,
Trust me,
man.
man. I know. I
Stupid.
know, brother.
Stupid. Used to be terrified to smoke a little joint. I used to
I
be
know.
terrified, literally risking my life to smoke a little harmless plant.
I know.
A harmless plant. It's
I know.
because, bro, the weed was demonized back in the day. Like when my parents were kids, it was the propaganda, bro. The government demonized it, bro. They were telling people, you smoke a joint, you're gonna go cuckoo, you're gonna jump off the balcony, you're gonna go
Such
crazy.
idiots. I know.
The more they kept telling people, no, 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 more people are gonna say, hey, you can't control me. I'm gonna do whatever I want. If you tell a kid, no, you can't do that, they're gonna test you and they're gonna do it anyways. So people smoked it, found out, hey, man, this isn't actually so bad. And there's a lot of benefits too. Look what it's
Hmm.
been doing for cancer patients. Look what it's
Yeah.
been doing health-wise for people.
Yeah.
You know how many people I've heard that have gone on the CBD oil and it's cured whatever or it's made their life 100 times better?
Hmm.
They need to learn, bro. They need to
Yeah.
learn. It was
Yeah.
demonized. That's as
Yeah.
simple as that. It was demonized.
Because they have to have something to fight.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? They have to have an agenda.
Hmm.
There has to be a list of things that they got to fight: drugs, prostitution,
But I
car
agree. Some
theft.
people have actually
Uh,
even said, some places have just completely legalized drugs. I forget what
yeah,
places.
yeah, I
And
know.
it's actually worked. Like,
Yeah, I know. I know.
it's weird.
I know.
But I don't
You
think they
don't.
should
You
be
don't.
putting
You
addicts
know
in
what?
jail, man.
If you don't take exactly, you take drug addicts to get help.
Exactly.
You take drug addicts to talk to a social worker and help them.
He has an
Help them.
addiction, bro. It really is a disease.
You
It's
know.
a mental health
And
issue.
think about this. Think about this, Sid.
Yeah.
When somebody goes to jail, when you do your last day, what do? What is the process? What do? They come, they get you from
Yep.
your cell. What do? They take you out of your cell, and say you've been in jail for 2 years or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
By that time, you've probably lost. Most people have lost contact with everybody in the outside world.
Right.
They probably don't have an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
They probably don't have any money.
And they
If
don't
they're
care.
lucky, they got some family.
They literally just let them walk out the front door and good luck, buddy.
They just say, "See you later.
Good luck.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Have fun walking for 3 hours to God
And you know
knows wherever
what?
you're
And
going.
that person, what is that person? That person's terrified. You know that, eh?
Oh yeah.
That
Trust me,
person's terrified.
I know.
Like seriously, like I mean, like listen, I've been in trouble. I've been in situations.
Same
You know what
here,
I'm saying?
man. Same here.
But thank God I have family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Thank
same
God
here.
I had a place to come. And I thought to myself, good God, man. I knew some people that were in there for a hell of a lot longer than I was, man. And the guy was like, yeah, man. You know, he was kind of embarrassed, eh?
Yeah.
He didn't want to say like he didn't have anything, didn't have. He said, "Yeah, well, I got my girl, but I knew he didn't have any place. He had nowhere.
It's sad,
He's
man.
gonna go crash like on his on you know, or end up at like the American or something, or do something stupid
Yeah.
for money, right? Because they got no money. Like, why not give him? Why not like give him some money? Get him like set him up in a hotel room for a month, right? Give him a few dollars to eat."
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Otherwise, you know what? Because it seems like really,
It's like they set them up for failure, bro.
yeah. That
They let them
you
out the
are,
door. They got
you are
nowhere to
set.
go.
Our
They got no
system
money. They
is
got
set up for
nothing.
failure. It's set up for failure because because 99% of the time you end up back because of breaches.
Yeah. They get hungry, man. They're gonna go steal some food.
Yeah,
They need clothes. They're gonna go get clothes by any means
it's a
necessary.
vicious circle, cuz.
It's sad, man. It's
It's a
sad.
vicious circle.
I think, you know what, when they let somebody out of jail, as crazy as this sounds, you know they make a lot of money off of us in jail. You know how big that business is, the prison system.
You know what? And the way they got it structured in Canada
Yeah.
is not so much for profit. The way they
Okay.
got it in Canada, the way they have it in the U.S., it's
Yeah.
purely for profit.
Right.
Purely, they got it
But
set
hey,
up for profit.
why
in the
not?
US.
Why
So
can't
many,
they give somebody that's being released? Hey, here's a whatever. I'm not saying give them $1,000, but here's a little bit. Here's enough to go get a room for the night. Here's enough to take the bus. Here's enough to get some
give him a
clothes.
1 month's worth of welfare or something, just so he can get some, or just take him. You guys take let the social worker show up and say, look, I'm here to take you to get you a room. We'll pay for the room, and we're going to give you a card, a grocery card, so that I'll buy you groceries for a month,
Mhm.
and hopefully that'll give you, and here's my card, and this is to come and make what do you call it, a resume, and we'll give you some
They need
job
programs,
skills.
bro. They need programs
Yeah,
that they can put these
but
guys
we don't
into
have that.
and get
They don't.
training, and so they can
Yeah,
actually get a job. Because you
yeah,
know what
like
it is, bro. Believe it or not, a lot of people need help, bro. A lot of
yeah,
people
They
aren't
need
taught.
mental help.
A lot of people aren't taught how to get a job. What are the
Yes,
steps? It's
yes.
a lot harder than just going online and
But it's
typing it
not
in.
that, because it's mental health, man. More than you know, it's mental. They don't
Yes.
even know how to deal with mental health,
Yes,
man.
but I'm saying like a lot of people that don't have jobs, it's not that they don't want to work.
They don't
Some
know
of
how to
them.
prep for it, eh? They don't know how to be ready for it.
Exactly. It's just then they were never taught how to get the job. Some
Yeah,
people need that little hand to just
yeah,
here, come,
yeah,
let me show
yeah.
you.
How to
Call
do a
this place.
resume.
Call this
Let's go
place.
get you. Yeah, yeah. Call this guys. Let's go get you a shirt and tie. This is what you do when they ask you these questions. Do a mock what do you call it?
Interview,
Interview.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't take much. You're absolutely right. Wallah, you are absolutely correct.
Because you have no idea, man. When I was younger, there was times I went forever without a job, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's not that I didn't want a job. It's I'm like, I
You
just
didn't know what to do.
I didn't know. It's not that I didn't know what to do. I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
Like I need
but you have no
some people are
excuse,
like
man.
babies.
You got older
Some
brothers and you got
people are like
cousins.
babies, bro. They need you to pick them up, drive them to the place, tell them go
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
say this,
yeah,
drop this, do this, do
yeah,
this. They just need
yeah,
to be told, bro.
yeah,
Like a lot
yeah,
of people, even in work, bro. Like you're
yeah, yeah,
building a house. Some people, you can
yeah,
explain something to them 100 times, they won't get it.
yeah,
But when you
yeah,
show them how to
yeah.
do it, they'll get it right away.
True.
They just need
Yeah,
help, bro. People just
yeah,
need help. It's as simple as that.
yeah. You know what? You know what they say, right? You give a man a fish, he'll eat for one night. You show a man how to fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life.
Hmm.
So that's that.
So,
Anyways,
so,
my friend.
so we talked about that.
So yes, and how we doing here? How we doing for
The
time?
one thing I wanted to talk to you about, I think we've been on for about, oh wow, about 40 minutes we've been on.
Holy
Yeah, see,
moly!
time flies, bro. So another thing I wanted to talk to you about,
Sure.
because we've mentioned it a couple times, but we never really talked about it. The George
Yep.
Floyd thing, the
Oh man,
protests.
that we need a couple
You know that
hours.
cop, that had his knee on the guy's neck?
Yeah.
I swear to you, I wish I could just get him in a room, bro. Did you see his smug face? How he was sitting there smiling, hands in his pocket,
You know
thinking he
what?
was big and
You
bad.
know
And
you know what's going on right
yeah,
now?
hmm.
And I'm sorry. I know you don't. I know you know what I'm gonna say, but I have to say it.
What?
I hope he's in jail right now.
Getting it? Yeah, straight
And
up
I
in
hope
every
Big
way.
Bubba, I
Yeah,
hope Big Bubba has got him in his cell,
yeah,
and he's treating him like his little
yep,
girlfriend.
straight up. I I
I
hate
hope
I
he's
hate to
got him
say it
in,
too.
in a little orange apron.
Karma's a bitch, man. Straight
Yep.
up, karma's a bitch.
I'm telling you, he deserves it, bro. He deserves it. That smug piece of sugar, man.
Yeah, straight up. You
I'm
should see his
telling you,
face. I was just sitting there acting like
that
he's big, thinking
smug
he can do
prick.
whatever. Good. I'm happy.
He took someone's life. He took someone's father. He took someone's brother. He took someone's child, man.
And you know what? It goes. Well, anyways, yeah. Like I said, they had history, bro.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you know,
I know they
it was
did. Yeah.
personal. It was
You talking?
personal.
Are you talking about the guy who beat him?
The cop and
The
the
cop who
and
beat
George
him had
Floyd.
history with George Floyd.
Yes, yes, they had history.
Wallah.
You didn't see this stuff in the paper or
No,
whatever.
I didn't hear about. I
Some
didn't hear
people
about
spoke
this.
about it, but yeah, they had history, man. They go back. They go back, bro. So it was
I
personal for
don't
that
have
cop,
to.
man. It was personal for him.
No,
It's
really.
people like him that should have been weeded out during the process. He was becoming a cop, and he's had a ton of complaints. He's had a ton of stuff. Yet he was still allowed to stay on the force. He was still allowed to continue how he was continuing. And look,
But
and look what happened.
you heard about like this is you. This is you heard about this. This is for real. They had a history.
Yeah,
Did you read this? Like it's in. It's
yeah.
in.
I
If
forget
I
what it
yeah.
was. They were
Wallah.
in. They were in some sort of. I don't know what it was, but yeah, they had history. Point is, they had history. So what I'm basically trying to say is, this cop was being a prick. It was
Oh
personal
yeah.
for him. He was abusing his power.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
And
Are
the
you kidding me, man?
protests. What do you think about the protests?
I think the protests have fizzled out, just like I said they would.
Hmm.
And they're going to fizzle out, and everything's going to go back to the way it was, and nothing's going to happen.
You think it was right what people did?
What, protest?
Yeah. Well, no, 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 not pro. I'm saying
Absolutely.
some people, the ones that protested, yes, good for them. I would have
Listen,
protested too.
people are angry.
Yeah,
People are angry.
but I'm
They're
saying,
protesting innocently, they're protesting peacefully, and they weren't getting any results.
yeah, but a lot of people did
So
go nuts, bro, and loot
a
stores
lot
and
of
stuff
people
like
did
that.
go nuts, you're right, and they probably shouldn't have, but you know what? If I was George Floyd's buddy, or if I kept on seeing it still happening, it's still going on, people are still dying,
Hmm.
like 4 days after George Floyd someone else got shot. Since George Floyd, how many people have died?
Probably a
Five,
few.
six,
Probably a
seven,
few.
eight,
Yeah.
nine, 10,
That's just what
10,
they post. A lot
10
of stuff they
black
don't even
people
post.
have died. 10 we know of have died since then. What's changed, Sid? What's changed?
Realistically, nothing.
Nothing has changed at all. Nothing has changed. Not one thing has changed.
Nothing's gonna happen
So
overnight, but they need, like,
nothing's. Yeah, it's gonna fizzle out again,
they
man.
need to step their game up, bro. And I'm
I don't know
talking about the cops. Like, they
how.
need to weed out, like I said, bro, better
Who
training.
needs to step their game up?
The people training these people, the people giving these guys a badge and a gun and giving them authority over other people's lives, man. These guys can't be psychopaths, bro. And a lot of them are.
Right.
I'm
No, I
serious.
agree. I agree.
I'm
I agree.
serious.
I agree. But you know what? That defund the police, the thing that was going on a couple weeks ago, a few
Hmm.
weeks ago, or a month ago,
Hmm.
it's fizzled out.
You know what? Actually, I heard Calgary is the first city to do it.
What?
The police
Well,
are going to be
they
like
transfer
defunding
like what?
themselves. The police
No,
are going to
they
be
what?
defunding themselves.
What they out of what $200 million? They took $1 million and diverted it somewhere else.
I don't know.
Oh wow, that's great. That's awesome. Gee, thanks, man.
Yeah,
A whole 1% or half of 1%. You
yeah.
took a. Well, thank you very much, Calgary. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Give me a break, man. Give me a break. There needs to be. You know what? Listen, Listen, man, budgets are out of control. Healthcare budgets haven't even increased this much. Healthcare budgets have not gone up 100%. Our budgets here have gone from like our budget since 2000. I believe, I'm not sure. I believe it's at least doubled. I think it's gone from 40 million to just over 100 million. I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's at least doubled. And our healthcare budget hasn't even come close.
Talking
So
about
with that, my friend, I leave that with you and tell you, my friend,
did we
please
mention
fix it.
did we mention the how Trump has coronavirus now?
Trump has coronavirus. I
Man, the
know.
Simpsons,
I
man,
thought
the
this was.
Simpsons
I know
are
you were
predicting
telling me about.
everything. Now,
You
next
know
thing you
what?
know,
There's something about the Simpsons, man. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it or what to say. I don't want to sound too wacky or too loony on online here, man. I don't want to sound crazy at all. But there's something. There's something.
something's up.
There's.
Something's up. Somebody
Some, they,
sent
they,
me.
they, they've been making these predictions for 25, 30 years now, man. And
Somebody
it's
sent
not
me.
just with Trump, but everything.
So
9/11, they, with certain people,
okay, so
certain celebrities.
the guy we had yesterday, Chia, he actually sent me the stuff on Facebook, the Simpsons stuff, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Everything, man. They
Watching
literally
it, yeah.
predicted everything. The next step, I hate to say it,
Since
it's
when?
sad.
Is it one like since they started?
It's sad. The next step, man, is him dying, and now he has coronavirus. You think he's gonna pull through? You think he's not? You think he's gonna get the vaccine, take it, and tell everybody, "Oh, it's good to go. It saved me. It's gonna save all of you."
I don't know. What do you think?
I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but I think he's. I have a weird feeling, man. He's gonna pass away, or something fishy is gonna happen to him.
Like soon? Like in the next couple of months? You think?
I don't know, man. Just
Is that what you're saying?
I think something. There's gonna be a day we're gonna wake
Something's
up
gonna happen
and
to
we're
him?
gonna get some bad news about Trump. I don't know, man. I just have this fishy feeling about it, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. But let me tell you, man, if it did happen,
Yeah,
wow. Wow.
it's crazy, man.
Wow.
That's the
What do you
only
think
thing.
about what I wanted to ask you about? What do you think about yeah, no, well Julian Assange. Now, what do you think about Edward Snowden's case though? We were talking about Julian Assange a couple minutes back. What do you think about Edward Snowden
Snowden
being able to come home?
needs. They need to just leave him alone. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
he should be cleared of all charges, any wrongdoing. He should be allowed back home if he wants to come back to the U.S. Period, man.
They
What
can each have a presidential pardon if Trump wanted
they
to.
should do that. He should get it. He exposed corruption. Period, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I
He
agree.
should be a hero for doing that.
Absolutely. I
Not
agree.
villainized, not criminalized.
I agree. His life's been hell, man. Especially Assange. Especially Assange.
The video Edward Snowden's done with Joe Rogan, those 2 episodes, man, the stuff he talks about, bro.
I'm gonna watch it. I
How
watched a little bit of it.
how
I
the
didn't
how
watch it all.
I've watched it all. I love it. I
Yeah,
love it. He's speaking with knowledge, man. This guy
was
is
it
as expert as it
a good
gets.
episode?
It's amazing, amazing. He talks
Really?
about the breaches in phone security, how these apps are made, how they track every
Goodness.
little movement you do.
Oh
Everything.
yeah. Goodness.
Everything. Even without your permission. And we give them permission as soon as we purchase that phone and we turn it
That's
on.
insane.
Do you ever read the booklets, bro? Nobody reads them.
Never. Nobody does.
And the terminology they wouldn't understand even if they did.
Yeah. Nobody does. Nobody reads the booklet. Everybody just.
All these
Nobody even reads
apps,
the booklet to see how much radiation a damn phone gives off.
all these apps that we
Come
accept
on.
and give them permission to use our microphone, use our camera, GPS
Yeah.
to track us, everything.
Yes.
It is
Yes.
ridiculous. One thing I got to shout out to iPhone, the new update, they actually give us a choice now to not allow Facebook or Instagram or any app to basically put it this way. When you download Facebook and they ask, can we access your photo library, your gallery, and you say yeah, as soon as you click OK, because you want to send your friend a picture, it
Right.
downloads into their whatever,
Right. But
their server.
but
All your pictures get
what
downloaded
if
and backed
what
up
if What
Even if you didn't share
2
them.
weeks later you decide you want to send one of your friends a picture?
This is the thing, though.
It's absolute insanity, cuz
I can't.
the world we live in today is it's just not a world I recognize. Well,
It's
I don't
disgusting.
recognize it anymore.
The stuff Edward Snowden was talking about, the stuff he was telling Joe,
Yeah.
of how we
Have a
literally,
look at this.
yeah. So basically, we give them permission, bro, to do whatever they want. You know what? We're gonna end it right there, anyways, guys. We will be back with another video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys liked this. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a comment down below. I will get to all you guys. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thank you for joining me. Peace out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the S.Show. And introducing your host, S.Show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the S.Show.